Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Bosch WGG254FOGB 10kg IDOS washing machine. What I wanted today is to show you around the washer some of the features and benefits that it offers. Just for a start, I'm just going to pop the tape measure across it to show you the dimensions of the washer. So as far as the width, you're looking at 60 centimetres, around 23.5 inches. The height of it, you're looking at 84.5 centimetres, or just under 33.5 inches. And the depth, so front to back, this is the main thing that varies with washing machines nowadays. So if you go into the very back, the installed depth, so I will show you around the back of the machine in a moment anyway, but if you go into the very back to the front lip here, you're looking at again 60 centimetres, or around 23.5 inches, or if you wanted to include the door, then really you need to allow 66 centimetres, or around 26 inches. So just whatever machine you get in, doesn't have to be this one necessarily, just have a quick measure before you buy it, because there's nothing more annoying than purchasing a washing machine then realising it doesn't fit. Now when I'm talking about washing machines, I wouldn't normally dive into the soap drawer straight away, but what I wanted to do is just to show you in here, because this is quite relevant to this machine. This has got a feature called IDOS, and basically that stands for intelligent dosing, and really what it's all about is that you preload the machine with fabric softener and then liquid detergent. So you just pop it in here until it gets up to the max line. Then what happens, rather than having to put in any liquid detergent or fabric softener for each wash, because it's already preloaded into the machine, then it will actually take in the amount of liquid detergent or fabric softener required for the wash. And also it takes the amount of water as well, depending on the wash load. So it will be super efficient because things like fabric softener and good quality liquid detergent can be quite expensive, then what it guarantees is it's not going to waste any, because people do overdose. It is a matter of fact that a lot of people put in too much because they think, you know, it's probably a big wash, or it's quite a dirty wash, so I'm going to put some more liquid detergent in than is normally required. And same as any washing machine, if you wanted to take the soap drawer out, then you can do. You've got a little blue tab just inside here, press that down, and then that will remove the whole drawer. With this, you have got the option to give it a scrub in here if you wanted to. You can also take this apart if you really needed to give it a clean. You've also got the option to take this front part off, so this just unclips if you wanted to take that off for cleaning purposes. And then to put it back in, you just need to make sure that's lined up at the top there, and then just give it a gentle tap, then you're ready to go. When you first turn the machine on, you'll see you've got a really nice white clear LED display, and I must say, and I know I say it in a lot of my videos about Bosch appliances, but I do really like these displays. They're very, very clear and easy to read, which is always a bonus, because on some of the older machines, especially when Bosch used to make displays with red as their main colour, they were always a little bit more difficult. But nevertheless, we've got quite a good range of programs, and I just want to cover some of them as to what they do and how efficient some of the programs are. The first program on here is the cotton program. That's probably one of the most standard programs on a lot of washing machines, especially where you can wash at the full range of temperatures. With this one, so as I mentioned, it is a 10kg machine, so it's got a really, really good capacity. As you can see, it will take approximately 3.5 hours as a standard wash, but if you wanted to speed up the wash, then you can press this called a Speed Perfect, and that reduces it down to around 1.5 hours, so it's cutting a lot of the time out. But then nevertheless, what it's doing is it's actually reducing the capacity of the wash down to 5 kilograms, so it's a half a load basically. What you will find on this program, so on the cotton program, if you were to wash the full 10kg capacity, then it will consume around 98 litres of water. So it is quite a lot of water for that program. If you wanted to be a little bit more energy conscious, then move on to the next program. This is the Eco 40-60, and with this program, for the same capacity, so still washing 10 kilograms, it will take a bit longer. You're looking at around 3 hours 50 minutes, and on this program you can't use the Speed Perfect option, so you have to wash at that full time. On this one you're looking around 77 litres of water. So it is a huge saving. You're saving just over 20 litres of water compared to the cotton program. So if you were to imagine 2 litre bottles of fizzy drink, then you're going to be saving around 10 of those every time you're going to use the Eco 40-60 program compared to the cotton program. Next program around here is the Easy Care. This is designed to wash fabrics, like synthetics or blended fabrics. You will find that a lot of these have maximum temperatures. So whereas if I just go back around to the cotton program, whereas you can have the full range of temperatures, so you can go all the way up to 90 degrees, then 60, 40, 30, 20, and then down to a cold wash. So that will just wash in the temperature that the water is arriving into the machine without any heating at all. Whereas as you come around to some of these other programs, things like Easy Care, then the maximum temperature on this is 60 degrees. Let's move on to the next program. This is the Delicates and Silk one. And you will find with this has a maximum capacity of up to 2 kilograms. So it's quite a small capacity load. And as it says, this is designed to wash delicate items or items made of silk or synthetic fabrics. As you come around to the woolen program, with this one, again, maximum capacity of 2 kilograms. And these are hand or machine washable items that are made of wool, or that do contain wool anyway. Then the next program, mixed load. With this, it's slightly bigger capacity. You can wash up to 4 kilograms with this one. And these are for washing general items, things like cotton, linen or synthetics, or even blended fabrics. Then the one at the bottom, or near the bottom, so you've got the rinse program. That's ideal, so if you wanted to rinse and spin something, then you've just got the option on with that program. And you can change the spin speed if you want to. So on this program, you can go all the way up to the maximum 1400 spin. And then as you come around to the next one, so you've got the spin and drain. Again, if you've hand washed something and then you wanted to just give it a quick spin and then to drain the water out, then again you can change the spin speed on this program, again all the way up to 1400. The next program is drum clean, and with this one, this is a really good program for trying to keep the machine clean. As it says, you don't put anything in it, so it's 0 kilograms. You wouldn't put any clothes in it while you're running this program. But this is a really good one if you generally wash at low temperatures. So if you're washing at say 20 or 30 degrees quite often, then this is a really good one to help maintain and to keep the machine nice and clean long term. If you do tend to wash at higher temperatures, so if you are doing 60 or 90 degree washes quite often, which some people still are, then I would personally say there's less need to use the drum clean option. The next program on here is always a very popular one with customers. This is the Super Quick 15 and 30. And what this will do is this gives you the option to wash in either 15 or 30 minutes, as it states there. So if you wanted to use the 30-minute program, then you have a maximum capacity of up to 4 kilograms. Whereas if you press the speed perfect button, then that reduces it down to 15 minutes, but you're reducing the capacity again down to 2 kilograms. And those kind of programs can be really good if you've just got something quick that you needed to wash. For example, one of the kids has got a stain down a shirt in the morning and they need that shirt for school, then just put it on for 15 minutes. On this one, the maximum spin speed it goes up to is 1200. And temperature wise, it doesn't go up to the full 90, it just goes up to the maximum 40 degrees. So it is a very quick wash. Next program is the Hygiene Plus. With this one, this is for hard wearing fabrics made from cotton, linen or blended fabrics. This one is slightly odd capacity, it's up to a maximum of 6.5 kilograms. So it's not quite the full 10 and it's not down to 2 or 4 kilograms like on a lot of the other programs. But that's really good. And it's suitable for things like allergy sufferers or people with strict hygiene requirements. Put my teeth back in, a bit of a mouthful there. Strict hygiene requirements. So that's really what that's designed for. Then the next couple of programs are where some of the clever stuff starts to kick in. This program is called Auto, and this is basically where you're washing hard wearing items, things like cotton, synthetic or blended fabrics. But what it will do is it will actually measure the degree of soiling, and depending on the type of fabric, it will actually detect the amount of water that's needed, clearly the amount of detergent that's needed and fabric softener, and it will actually adjust the wash time according to everything. So that's really, really good. So you can, on this one, you can put a maximum of 6 kilograms in there, whereas the Auto program is designed for more hard-wearing items. The next one is essentially the same kind of concept. You will find it's a little bit quicker, but the capacity is less at 3.5 kilograms, rather than 6 kilograms on the Auto program. But really the Auto Soft is designed for more delicate items, but it's going to wash in a similar way. Then the final program is something called Iron Assist. Now there's nothing more frustrating than washing items and then find they're really creased at the end. But what this program does is it will assist with the ironing, as it's called Iron Assist. And this is really suitable for things like shirts, t-shirts, or similar fabrics made from cotton, linen or blended fabrics. And what it will do is it will actually warm and steam dry items using steam within the machine. And then once it's finished the program, then you just take the items out, hang them up. I'm not saying you won't have to iron your shirts and t-shirts after you've run this program, but what it does, it will just reduce the amount of creases that you get within the shirts and t-shirts, and hopefully that should reduce the amount of ironing that you need to do, which is always a bonus. To open the door, it's nice and easy. You've got a handle at the top right here. You just pull that and it opens almost 180 degrees. Now, something I do comment on when I'm talking about washing machines are the type of hinges and door catch that it's got. And as I would expect from Bosch, I'm really pleased to see that we've got a nice chunky hinge, and then the door catch is metal as well. There's nothing worse than purchasing a machine that uses nylon or plastic hinges and door catches, because all you'll find is that they will break quite easily. The porthole on this machine is 30 centimetres or around 12 inches, so it's a good size to load the clothes in and out the machine. At the bottom here, you've got access to a filter behind here. Just make sure if you do undo this, then don't do it when the machine is washing, because you'll get very soggy feet. But if you undo that, then it's like a coin trap behind there. So if anything has dropped out your trousers, then just go behind here, undo that, and then take anything out. You will find every now and then, just give it a clean behind there, because you will find that on the odd occasion you could get things like fluff or a little bit of lint behind there as well. This is a really good pipe, so if you needed to empty the machine, if you had a power cut and if you needed to take the water out of the machine, pop a tray or bowl underneath here and then take the cap off, and then you can empty it. I always say just be really careful when it comes to putting this back, because it can be a little bit fiddly. I've known quite a few people where they've snapped this, but once you locate it back, just push it back into place, then you're ready to go. I'll just cover some of the other options along the bottom here. Now, first of all, the IDOS option. With this machine, obviously it's going to intelligently dose the amount of liquid detergent that is required for each wash, but you do have the option of turning that off if you wanted to. So you can just use it as a standard machine where you just put in the amount of liquid detergent that you wanted. And also, you can turn off the liquid detergent or the fabric softener options if you wanted. But personally, I'd recommend, because you're spending more on this machine compared to a standard Bosch washing machine, then I'd really say to use the IDOS as much as you can, because you will save money on the liquid detergent or fabric softener. Temperature and spin speed I've already covered. Anti-stain is quite a good option. So if you've got a certain stain in your clothes, then there are 4 different options that you can toggle between, and what you'll find is it may increase the wash time, or what it will do is it will actually wash and rinse in a different way to a standard type of program. Pre-wash is another option which some people still use. Personally, I don't really use it. I don't think it's something that is necessarily needed, especially if you're going to use some of the longer programs like the Eco 40-60 or the Cotton program. But nevertheless, if you're in charge of washing the kids' football kits or rugby kits at the weekend, then the pre-wash could be a good option. And as you can see, it does add extra time onto the program. Reduce ironing. So that's a lower agitation spin, and what it will do is it will actually reduce the spin speed from 12 or 1400 down to 800 RPM as a maximum spin speed. So it won't quite extract as much water out, but if it's reducing the amount of creasing within the clothes at the end, that could always be a good thing. I'll just show you on the back of the machine, and first of all, you'll see you've got 4 transit bolts here. These are just located behind the waste pipe, and these have to be taken out. So if they're not taken out when you first install the machine, then it will damage the machine, and that won't be covered under the manufacturer's warranty. It's just saying here to remove the bolts. You do find you get a new water hose with it. It is recommended to try and use this when you first get the machine rather than using an old hose, but if you are using extended hoses, then at least take the washer out of here and then pop that into the old hose before connecting it on the right hand side here. Then you've got the waste on the left hand side, and at the bottom left is the mains. If you're thinking of purchasing one of these machines, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. Hope you enjoyed this video on the Bosch WGG254FOGB washing machine. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, give us a quick thumbs up, click subscribe, leave any comments below. I'd always ask the comments whether it's good or bad about the video. If you've come here to look at a certain feature that I've not covered, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you, because I've got this on display at the moment. Also, if you have got one of these machines, or an IDOS machine like this that Bosch make, then let me know what you think about it, because I do always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for watching.